Link. So aligning with the ancient tradition of great spiritual composers, Param Kripalu Dev paid obeisance to the benevolent, beloved Sadguru Bhagwan. Because this is going to come in your books, so I had to write benevolent, but I meant this was the meaning of the first. Maybe I'll say second will give connection to the verse. In the second verse, in this verse, weaving the remaining two aspects, namely the subject of the text and the purpose. Two are dealt with. What? Mangal by Namaskar, Namu, and Saban, whatever I got from my Sadguru, I am going to impart to you. So, two things are dealt with. And now, which are the two left? The subject and the purpose. So, the subject and the purpose comes in the second. Fine? So, in this verse, weaving the remaining two aspects, namely the subject of the text and the purpose of the text, he says,
वर्तमान आकारमा मोक्ष मार्ग बहुलो विचारवा आत्मार्थिने भाग्यो
so screen, word to word meaning. Vartamana akalma. What does that mean? Currently or in present times. The times in which we are living. If we are not living, to past. So, in the times we are living, okay. Moksha marg, path of liberation. Bahu lop. Now this you might not understand. Bahu lop. Almost disappeared. What? The path of liberation has almost disappeared, lost, forgotten, ignored. But you can write any two, almost disappeared or almost lost, almost forgotten. Exam, you need only two words, not more. So when is the exam? Just before the next, a day before the next yagna. Optional. You can say, I don't want to give. You can say, I want to appear for it, but I don't want to get it corrected. That is also fine. You can write and just don't count the marks. Whatever you have not understood, now see that you understand. Lively exchange of ideas. Nothing to do time. So before we start the next yagna, the previous day, we'll be doing something. So you need to know only one word. Almost, you can say disappeared, almost lost, almost forgotten. But you have to use the word almost, not completely. Then why are we sitting here? That's very clear. Vicharva, to contemplate. Think. Vichara. Who? Kone vicharva mate છે? Foolish people like you and me? No, for Atmarthi, true seekers, true aspirants of self-realization, who want to attain self-realization, true seeker, for them to contemplate, I am going to say, I am going to show, I am going to express, I am going to state. Bhakyo, means explained, stated, shown. In this, atra, in this, here, atra means here, in this Atma Siddhi Shastra, in this scripture, I am going to show the moksha marg, the path of liberation, which has been forgotten, almost forgotten in the current times, in the present times. How? Agopya. This word you need to know, and I have to explain this word. I am going to show it clearly, clearly shown in Atma Siddhi Shastra. It is clearly shown without concealing, means hiding, without hiding anything, without any reservations. Without any reservations. So I think the short meaning, you already know it. See, the path of liberation, by and large, has become extinct in the present times. Era ke era, je bolta hoy ke gujus mate ara. Actually ara che. Panchma aro, chatto aro. So era bolo, because we have people from England and America. So era or ara. So the path of liberation has by and large become extinct in the present times. It has been clearly showed, means stated, here. Here means Dharampur. No, in Sri Atma Siddhi Shastra. Explicitly, without any reservations, hiding, for the contemplation of true aspirants of self-realization. Clear? As if I've just put all the above words together. Arranged it together. Very clear? I think this will benefit you a lot, this breaking up of the words. It will improve your Gujarati also. It will help you in memorizing the verse also. So, now you can start writing if you want. If you want. It's your choice whether to write or not write. Own conviction, how helpful is going to be. Anytime I can make a rule, you cannot refer to anyone's notes. Atana nati. Atana nilni lo, ani lo, teni lo, badani lo. I went through your notes yesterday night. 3-4 things I need to tell you, but beautifully done. And 2-3 things you have forgotten Todarmalji, right? Because it's difficult to recollect. So that's fine, that I can fill it myself. But, so, Aji to evo rule nati, but anytime that rule can come. So learn to make your own notes. Aji nati. And I won't do it till you get the grip of the whole way we are going to study Atma Siddhi. You know, after, say after Gatha 10 or so. Then I will make that rule. Your notes or no notes. Or listen to it all over again. So every month you will get at least 20 or a little more than that hours of listening. And that means practically 1 hour every day. 10 દિવસ તો ઇમરજન્સીના રાખવા પડે ને. એમાં એક દિવસ પાછી એક્ઝામ આવશે, એક દિવસ પૂજન આવશે, 22 દિવસ. 2 days of emergency, 2 days of sickness and 2 days of socializing. So practically every day, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much till September. But pregnancy is always like that. It's always little painful. Or different at least. પછી એક વખત સપ્ટેમ્બરમાં delivery થઈ જશે. Till I can ask Nemiji dodgingly, like, you know, I'll just ask him number 73 and he has to start. He knows Atma Siddhi Shastra and all, but he cannot answer that word. So I don't eat cake. It's been 5 years now. So that was my abhigrah. So this 26th September, I can hope for a cake. because we are going to finish Atma Siddhi Shastra by 10th September. So 15 days for the final polishing. 26th. I'm not waiting for anything, but I'm hoping you do it that way. Okay. So two aspects of the Anubandh Chatushtay, namely the Mangal and the Sabandh, covered. Two aspects in this, the subject. So subject is in the first line of this stanza, Moksha Marga, and the purpose is in the second, Vicharva Atmarthi, so that the Atmarthi can understand, contemplate, plan out and execute. Atmarthi. Bhagyavataraga. So the third aspect is in the first line, the fourth aspect of Anubandh Chatushtay, the second line. And we'll end here today, second verse. Lucky though, wachum bolu? Fine? So in this universe, cosmos, there are infinite worlds. In this cosmos, in this universe, there are infinite worlds. Whatever may be true for the other worlds, on this earth, absolute liberation is not possible in the present times. I'm making it very easy. Now I'll be using the words of Jain cosmology. Bharata Kshetra, Pancham Ara and all. But first in general, in this universe there are infinite worlds. Dweep Samudra, infinite. This planet Earth now we are talking, because we are on Earth, right? So we are not talking if liberation is possible on Mars or not. Means I mean Mahavidesh Kshetra. So if it's possible also, but we are not in Mahavidesh Kshetra, no. So why talk about it? We want to talk about this place where we belong to. What's the scene here? So according to Jain cosmology, we are in Bharata Kshetra. I'm not going to explain the whole cosmos according to Jainism. But according to Jainism, we are in Bharata Kshetra. And which time period? Ara, fifth Ara. So what happens in fifth Ara? Absolute liberation is not possible. Keval Gnan and Moksha is not possible. But that does not mean self-realization is not possible. You can attain self-realization in Bharata Kshetra, in the fifth era. ત્રણે બોલી છે, એક વખત આરા, એક વખત ઈરા, એક વખત એરા. Absolute liberation is not possible right now, present times, on this, in this Bharata Kshetra. Absolute liberation not possible, but self-realization possible. You can attain self-realization and come nearer and nearer to Godhood. Tara Paramatma Pana, Godhood, you can come nearer and nearer to Kevalan, to Moksha. By attaining self-realization, you have almost finished. Then it's nothing. Okay, let me sum up then. Bharata Kshetra, Kshetra what? Place what? Bharata Kshetra. Time, era, fifth Ara. Pancham Kal we say. Pancham Kal, Pancham Ara. So let's revise very fast. Fourth, chotho aro, moksha possible, moksha marg possible. Moksha is there, moksha marg is there. Fifth, moksha no. Moksha marg yes. Sixth, no moksha marg. Moksha marg is also there, absolutely extinct. Bahulop nahi, nash. That's why he used the word bahulop. Here, it is forgotten, it's disappeared, people don't know what is dharma. But if a Sadguru explains, they can. So bahulop, almost disappeared, ignored, forgotten, lost, but almost, not total, not completely. See the beauty of every word of the verse. So repeat. Fourth ara, moksha marg. Fifth, no moksha marg. Sixth, no moksha marg. Where are we? How many years? Pancham Kal is of how many years? 21,000 years. How much over? 2,600 तो आपने celebrate करी भाई. 2001. So, roughly 2,500 years you can say. Over. How much left? 18? 18,500 years left. Moksha march. So, till we live for 18,500 years, not possible in this body, right? You can come nearer and nearer to Godhood. Go to Mahavidya Kshetra, where you can attain absolute liberation, get free. Then for another 21,000 years, no moksha and no moksha marg also, no dharma. Then for another 21,000 years, no moksha marg. So totally 42,000. Then again, 21,000 where there will be no moksha but moksha marg. And then, how many years I don't want to say, but moksha and moksha marg, as propounded by the first Jina, who is Raja Shrenik's soul. He is going to be the first Tirthankar in the next choice. Right? So, Vartaman Akalma, we are over there. Vartaman Akalma, Moksha Marg Bahulop. So, Moksha Marg 6 Sudhi I have explained. Aji, I have not explained Bahulop. Vartamana Kalma, no moksha I showed you, but Vartamana Kalma, moksha marg I said is there. Now the state is more pathetic now in the second part of the first line of the second stanza. Second stanza, first line, this half. Second half. Bahulo, moksha marg 6. But not clearly understood. Because moksha marg 6, you need to understand properly. If it was not there, then this 145 hours we actually didn't need. But because moksha marg 6, you should understand the moksha marg, or all your efforts will go in vain. Clear? Okay, so Bharata Kshetra, according to Jain cosmology, moksha marg has been almost forgotten, lost, disappeared. And what is Param Kripaludev going to do? Re-establish it. Re-establish it. I am not saying establish. Satya Dharmano Uddharare. As propounded by the Jinas. I am not going to propound the marg. I am just going to show the. So, and why is he doing all this? So that the real or true seekers of self-realization, they can contemplate over it and tread the path. Okay? So, Bahulop means Bahulop means almost, not completely. This is very important. Almost forgotten, but not completely forgotten. So it might be difficult, but not impossible. It might be difficult because it's forgotten, almost forgotten. Means you will be the odd person out if you talk about Atmagnan and all that stuff. Huh? Yeah, if you talk, I'm doing this for my inner transformation, are you crazy? You have to donate so that your photograph is put here. This is the way people, religious people talk. Now you have done 8 upas, so now talk about the function and parties and gifts and all. You can't. What is this Atma Laksha and all? What is this Atma Kalyan? What are you talking? So you are going to be the odd person out if you are a follower of Srimad. Eh? So one of my cousin, so I'd gone to Dubai years back and he called me, કે આપણે તો ભાઈ થઈએ તો મારા ઘરે તો આવવું જ પડશે, you have to come. And I said, okay, I'll come, but no food and all, I'll come after satsang. I went. So he was very happy that my brother has become a great man. So many people, because all the dignitaries of the Dubai and all, and like, bro, what padyo him? And he said, "Bau maja aavi." I'm sure he didn't understand anything, but bau maja aavi satsang ma. It was really nice, interesting. પણ આત્મા બહુ આવે છે તમારી વાતો. મેં કીધું એટલી મારી ખામી કે બહુ આવે છે, સતત નથી આવતો. એટલી મારી ખામી મનમાં બોલ્યા. So you are going to be odd. If you talk about inner transformation and Atma Kalyan and Samkit and Atma Gnan, some of your friends will not even understand. Talk about how much punya you will accumulate, your problems will get solved. Talk about all that. So all this is almost forgotten, but not completely forgotten. Very clear? I must tell you this according to the Hindu scriptures also, because you will come in touch with so many people who are true aspirants, but having that background. And they will not talk about Pancham Kal, Pancham Ara. They will say, Kaliyug ma che apne, Gor Kaliyug. So I need to tell you a little bit about the 4 yugas, according to the Hindu scriptures. According to the Jain scriptures, I talked about 4th, 5th and 6th. And we are currently we are in the 5th. So according to the Hindu scriptures, there are 4 yugas. Yugas means long periods of time. How many? Namely, Sat Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga. Now I am going to tell a little bit about everything, so you can just write one, Sat Yuga, underline. Very briefly I will tell. So yugas means for a long period of time. How many yugas? 4. Number 1, what is Satyug? Where dharma walks on 4 legs. Where dharma walks on 4 legs. Dharma walks majestically. Dharma is supreme in each and every individual. One's thoughts and deeds are divine. જેને જુઓ ને એ વિચારથી અને આચારથી શુદ્ધ જ હોય. So that period is called Satyuga. You don't think it's possible? Huh? Why am I saying this? Because we sang one of the bhajan composed by Pujya Sri Brahmachari ji, and he was saying in that pad, Satyuga samkal gayo e. Prabhu Shri ji ne, emna guru ne, Lagurat Swami ne, he is saying, that in your presence I always felt like Satyug, divine in my thoughts and deeds. No disturbances, no wickedness, nothing, no deceit, no deception, nothing. So you should know, what does he mean by Satyuga Sam E Kala Gayote? You are no more in your physical form, but when you were in this physical frame, and in your presence, I used to feel so happy, so elevated, as if there is no Kali Yuga, it is Satyuga. That's why I'm saying what is Satyug, what is the characteristics of Satyug. Briefly, very briefly. So Dharma walks majestically on 4 legs. Dharma is supreme for everyone. Not matter, Dharma. And thoughts and deeds are divine. But this is enough. Then comes Treta Yuga, when Rama was born. Ram Avatar. So what is Treta Yuga? Dharma loses one of its legs. Now Dharma walks with only 3 legs. Adharma has entered in the lives of people. Evil has marked its entry, the Ravana instinct. Got it? So what happens here? The soul gets sucked into sin. સારો વિચાર આવે, પાછું તરત ખરાબ વિચાર આવે. You get sucked into sin. This happens when it happens with majority of the individuals, it is being called as Treta Yuga. Kala dosha kaliti. See again there Kali Yuga, Kripadev has used. So you need to know these. So first was Satyug, Dharma walking on 4 legs. Then comes Treta, Dharma walking on 3 legs, means Adharma has entered. It was not there in Satyug. It was only Dharma was supreme. Now Adharma has entered. Very clear? Third, Dwapar, when Krishna was born, Krishna Avatar, Dharma loses 2 legs, 2 foot. So wickedness, or say Adharma, occupies the center stage. Not only mark the entry, it's in the center. So maybe the first thought coming is evil or wicked, then maybe the second thought is nice. It has entered, Adharma has entered, it has occupied the center stage of life. So the whole social fabric of the society start decaying. You see during the times of Krishna, you see Kans, you see the Yadavas also, gambling, drinking, had already started amongst the rich. At that time only the rich. In Kalyug, પેલું જે કચરાપટ્ટી પકડે શું કહેવાય, બધું કચરો બટો એને બધું શું કરે રસ્તામાં, rag pickers or what? Even they consume drugs, drink and all. It's not only amongst the rich. This is the attribute of Kali Yuga. And kids below 18 also indulges in it. But in Dwapar, it was like amongst the rich maybe, but everything has started, gambling, drinking, cheer haran. Something out of the topic can I say for 1 minute? So while I was coming here, Bagima, when I was coming here, so I don't know why I told you, but something happened, and so I said Draupadi was like sister to Krishna, right? Rakhi sister. Not real sister, but Rakhi sister. So, and Subhadra was a real sister. Subhadra, Arjun's wife, was a real sister of Krishna. And Draupadi, you can say, Rakhi sister. તો મેં કીધું કે એક એટલું સરસ ભજન મળ્યું છે, હું હમણાં મેં કીધું ને દરરોજ ભજન સાંભળું છું 1 કલાક, તો એટલું દ્રૌપદી complaining about Krishna. But you know, no, when bhakts complain, it's so sweet, not with anger, but so much love. So Draupadi is saying, who is, what do you say in Hindi? Mu boli. So, mu boli bahan. And Gujarat ma bole Rakhi sister. So Draupadi is telling Krishna, okay, just tell me, Krishna, just tell me one thing. તારી સગી બેન સુભદ્રા ની સાડી કોઈએ ખેંચી હોત, તો would you have waited for her to shout at you and pray to you? તારી સગી બેનને, હું તારી સગી બેન નથી, so you waited for me to pray. You just didn't run and come and help me. કે તારી સગી બેન સાથે આવું થયું હોત ને, તો તું છે તો કાલો પણ બની જતે રાતો, red, out of anger. But because I'm not your real sister, you did come to and help me, but no so no one means ઘણી ઘણી સાડીઓ નિકલી, પછી you came and helped. Okay, after some time, just because I'm not your real sister, આવું બી બોલાય કૃષ્ણ? આપણે તો કંઈક મદદ કરી માટે thank you બાપા. But when you are in deep love, I don't know, this is not expectation, but this is just showing the depth of relationship. Whole world is Krishna. So I was telling him, I'll make you hear this song. It is so nice. It Draupadi પર આપણે ચીડ ના આવે, એમ તો કે હા આવો દ્રૌપદી જેવો તો સંબંધ મિનિમમ જોઈએ. So beautiful, right? Okay, so where were we? We have came to Kali Yuga or not? So now the fourth is Kali Yuga. Dharma loses one more leg. So 3 legs are gone. Dharma is just hobbling on 1 foot. Langdi. So this is the time we are living in, Kali Yuga. Deceit, deception dominates an individual. Only materialism motivates man. You have to talk only of food, clothes, car, jewelry. Bas, only materialism motivates someone. You are the lucky few, the blessed few. Okay, you get motivated by satsangs. But if you go outside, you will realize you just put a tika and go to college. Is it possible? At least we were not allowed. We had to remove all our rakhris and nothing. If I have gone for puja also, I have to remove it and put it here. Vasakshepan Gurudev no hoy, so they'll send us home. No religion in the school. Secular. So deceit hoy, deception hoy, only materialism hoy, virtues have become crippled. If you are good also, no, you are not always good. So your good is also crippled. Means I can't rely on you every time accept and such curses. Sometimes you give back. Greed and gluttony consumes you. Greed means lobha, gather. Gluttony means bhoga, indulge. Consumes you. All these are the traits of Kali Yuga. Wickedness is in our veins, not brains. not brains. Wickedness runs in a veins. Isn't wickedness so easy? Wearing masks so easy, you actually don't need to think. Automatic gear. Okay, if that person is praising you, have to speak this way, behave this way. Wickedness runs in the veins. Means you don't even have to think for any, જૂઠ બોલવામાં, show કરવામાં, mask પહેરવામાં, અંદર કંઈક જુદું હોય, show something else. Cunningness, corruption, everything tears you apart, etc., etc., etc. So we are in Kali Yuga, where dharma is hobbling on, but one foot is there. So that's what Krupadev wants to say. Bahulop. Bahulop એટલે 3 legs are not there, but still one leg is there. So now you need to know how to move about on that, with that one foot. You need to know what is moksha marg. Very clear? So yes, there is hope, no then? If it's bahulop and not total lop, completely destroyed, there is hope. Beacon in the dark tunnels of our life. Andaru jandaru che tunnel ma, but I've got hold of an enlightened mind. I'll understand it. I'll get inspired. I'll get myself inspected every now and then. I'll move forward. Something, some hope. All that is required from you is your willingness to be led by Him. He is ready to lead you. And that's what Morari Bapu had told, I think, Palitanani Sabhama, I don't know, somewhere. He had said about me, કે તમે બધા ખીલવા આવ્યા છો અને કોઈ ચેતના તમને ખીલવવા આવી છે. You have come here to blossom, and there is someone who is ready to be instrumental in your blossoming. The same way, you only need one thing, willingness to be led. Otherwise, you are nowhere. So, the path shown by Param Krupadev, I believe it is the voice of God and nothing less. And nothing less. So, going to the second line, very fast we'll finish it. Vartamana kalma, you understood, currently in present time, moksha marg is just hobbling on one foot, but one foot. So you should know what is moksha marg. And if you are a true aspirant, if you are an atmarthi, then I will show you this path for you to contemplate, analyze, exercise, plan and execute, and for you I am going to show and state Vicharva Atmatine Bhakyotrako. Dharma is so subtle, sukshma, you need to understand it from an enlightened master, or you'll get trapped and confused. One say you should go for puja, and one say you cannot do puja. One day one will say you need to boil water on your upvas and all, and one say no, why do you do so much hinsa? Just take one handful of water and પી લો જેટલું પીવું એના માટે આટલું બધું પાણી શું કામ ગરમ કરવાનું? The Digambars will say something, the Shvetambars will be something. The Sanakasis will say something, the Deravasis will say something. So you might get confused, you might get trapped if you don't have an enlightened master. You need to know. Because we don't know what is dharma, we are not successful. No inner transformation, no self-realization. So self-realization nathi, atmagnan nathi, understand. But no inner transformation also. Because you don't understand what is dharma. You need to know, and there is someone who is ready to show. Bhakyo atra gopya. I am going to show you, clearly show you, the path of liberation, moksha marg. what is going to be your immediate goal as an Atmarthi and what is going to be your ultimate goal as Atmarthi. Your ultimate goal should be self-realization. And your immediate goal should be to reflect on what the Sadguru says. Vicharava Atmarthi ne. મેં જે કહ્યું મોક્ષ માર્ગ એ વિચારો. That should be your immediate goal. Means that's what you have to do it in the afternoon. Immediate goal. And your ultimate goal should be inner transformation and self-realization. Not just making notes, fair karwani, distribute karwani, and that's it. That is your immediate goal, but not your ultimate goal. Your ultimate, everything seems, common sense not lagto. That's the beauty of Atma Siddhi Shastra. When we start, we feel we just didn't understand anything and something really very great and we need to understand. When we finish the Gatha, you said, I think it was just common sense. That is the beauty of Atma Siddhi Shastra. So, the last word I explain and I end here, agopya. Agopya. Without hiding anything. See, first, be clear, I am going to show the path of liberation as propounded by the Tirthankaras, Jinas, and carried forward by the Acharyas. Nothing more and nothing less. Be clear. If you are not interested, no, I want something new. Akho divas pasta ne, khichdi ne, aane, something new. Kha je pani puri to pachi. Right? So, I am not going to show you anything new. Then go to someone else. Because I am going to show you, Param Kripalu, the path which has already been shown in scriptures, but the scriptures were composed for the needs of those times. Atma Siddhi, what I am seeing right now, the problems I am seeing right now. So obviously it's going to be beneficial and more helpful. Agopya, but why should one hide only? Why are you using the word agopya as a pledge? Why should one hide only? No, there are many reasons for hiding it. You not knowing it, but don't want to show. Or you have a selfish motive. I don't want to say more about વાનપ્રસ્થ and all. પછી છે ને બધા ધંધો બંધ કરી અને અહીંયા આવી જાય છે, પછી ચેરિટી જ નથી કરતા. So I will not talk about ત્યાગ, I will talk about દાન only. See, I have some selfish motive to hide. But Prabhupada says, I don't have any selfish motive, so I'm not going to hide anything. You understood? Sometimes you hide because you have some person in your mind in particular. I don't have anybody in mind. I just have Atmarthi in mind. So there is no need of hiding or concealing or some reservations. It's not needed. Are you clear? So I don't want ke Svetambaru vadhe to saru, Digambar. I don't have that motive. No prejudices. Nothing, no likes and dislikes. I don't like this sadhu vada and all. So I'm going to speak in such a way that nobody takes diksha. No, I don't have any likes and dislikes or prejudices. No selfish motive. Nothing to hide. Just keeping Atmarthi in my mind. Out of compassion, I'm going to reveal the path of liberation as propounded by the Tirthankaras without hiding